I'm a saturation welder based out of Perth. I spend a month at a time living in a pressurised chamber, breathing helium, waiting for the bell to drop me to the seafloor. It pays $3,000 a day, and for good reason. Down there, at 180 metres, the ocean wants to crush you into a meat cube. Last swing, I was on the Titan rig, way off the northwest shelf. It's an old platform, rusted, creaking. My job was to patch a hairline fracture on leg 4, right near the seabed. It was a night dive. The water was pitch black, just the cone of my torch cutting through the silt. I was welding the seam, watching the sparks die instantly in the water when my torch flickered across something. About 5 metres down from the weld site, bolted into the steel leg of the rig, was a handle. I swam closer. It wasn't an inspection hatch. It wasn't a valve. It was a door. A standard wooden house door. It had a brass knocker. It had a peephole. It looked like the front door of a suburban house in Fremantle. But it was bolted to a steel pylon at the bottom of the Indian Ocean. I thought I was narked. Nitrogen narcosis. It happens, you see things? I reached out to touch it. The wood felt dry, warm. Then, I heard it over the comms, not the dive supervisor, a knocking sound. It wasn't coming from my headset. It was coming from the other side of the door. I keyed my mic. Topside. This is Diver 1. I've got a visual anomaly on leg 4. Static. Then the supervisor came back, but he sounded panicked. Diver 1, get away from the structure. Abort dive. We are pulling you up. Why? I haven't finished the weld. Get away from the door, Gaz. I froze. I hadn't told him it was a door. They pulled me up fast. Too fast. I spent the next 3 days in the decomp chamber, staring at the steel walls, breathing the squeaky helium mix. The other divers wouldn't look at me. I asked Bluey, a rigger I've known for years, what the hell happened? He looked at the camera in the corner of the tank to make sure Topside wasn't listening. It's not a door, mate, he whispered. It's a plug. A plug for what? For the thing they found when they drilled the pilot hole in '89. He told me the rig wasn't pumping oil. It was pumping coolant. They were trying to keep something down there asleep. I didn't believe him. Until the next night. I was sleeping in my bunk in the pressurized hab. Rap, rap, rap. The sound was coming from the floor, from the steel hull of the chamber. I put my ear to the cold metal. I could hear scratching, like fingernails on the other side of the hull, and a voice. It sounded like my daughter. Daddy, open the door. It's wet out here. My daughter is 20. She lives in Broome. I screamed for the supervisor. I tried to open the airlock. If I had opened it, the pressure difference would have turned me into red mist. They sedated me. When I woke up, I was in a hospital in Perth. Decompression sickness, the doctor said. Hallucinations. They paid me out. Huge redundancy package. And a non-disclosure agreement thicker than a phone book. I signed it. I wanted to forget the door. I wanted to forget the knocking. But yesterday, I went to my front door to check the mail. There was a wet patch on the welcome mat. Seawater. And scratched into the paint of my own front door were barnacles. Tiny, sharp, deep sea barnacles. I live in the suburbs. I'm 30 clicks from the ocean. I can hear it now. Under the floorboards. They didn't pull me up in time. I think I brought the door with me.